So I would even say the OCD fantasy of control, where everybody and anything in Gaza is considered a sort of contamination. People are treated as people wrong, and how the control from the outside includes the total control of the registry of the population, for example. So no person would be born in Gaza and would expect to get any kind of services or even a Palestinian ID without being registered with the Israeli authorities. So they have a list of everybody's names. It is so controlled that when Israel attacked Gaza in Pax Bay in 2008, they sent text messages to people whose houses were about to be bombed. So they have the numbers for people according to geographical location.
If you ever crossed any terminals in and out of Gaza, I haven't, but I've seen them. You see how the fantasy of controls goes an extra step. These terminals are machines for processing people, and there are machines that have special technologies of one technology I call talking to the wall. The walls are talking to you and you can respond. You don't see people. No contamination because of potential risk of getting too close to people. There are balloons in the air above Gaza that listen to people's conversations. All of of course, internet and phones are controlled. There is a total control of food coming in and out. So in fact, it was also released to the press that there is a special army unit in the Israeli army that has all these dietary discussions of what a Gazan should or shouldn't eat. The control goes to the very minute details of people's lives. And it also is predicated on an idea of expendability of these people. It's not just that they are expendable because they are totally vulnerable and exposed to the Israeli state power. They are not citizens of any state. They have no advocates outside. But also because they are refugees from within Israel. And so Israel has a vested interest in keeping them locked up, and keeping them there, and not having any kind of negotiated solution to that historical problem of them being refugees and being where they are. There are aerial drones in Gaza. Of course, it's one of those areas that is totally all the time under the buzz of the drones. And in fact, we have reports of people suffering. There are reports from the Gaza Mental Health Hospital saying that people suffer from reduced immune system syndromes. They are more susceptible to illnesses and to mental disease, but also physical disease because of living under that stress. But I'm actually going to talk to you about 3 separate stories. None of them is about aerial drones that I think will make it clearer as to what happens with the switch to remote-controlled weapons and then also to autonomous weapons. One story is about these killer D9 bulldozers, the Caterpillar bulldozers, that have been used extensively by Israel in low-intensity urban warfare. The idea is you go with this gigantic, it's like almost 50-ton vehicle, heavily armored, into the very narrow streets of a refugee camp. In my story, it's the Jenin refugee camp in 2002. And just going through all the different bombs that were, put there to protect the camp, being shot at, nothing happens, destroying houses upon their inhabitants, taking care of the insurgency in the refugee camp by just clearing it out. And at the time, the Palestinians claimed that there was a huge massacre in the Jenin refugee camp as it was cleared out in that method. And the Israelis announced that this is all a lie. But then there was a very, very well-published report in Israel's leading newspaper, Yediot Aharonot, May 2002, interviewing one of the operators of these monsters. And I'll just read some of the things he said. When they told me to destroy a house, I used it to take down a few more. They were just in the way. 3 days and 3 nights, I only erased and erased. There were many people in the houses we were destroying. They would come out. I never saw people dying under the scoop of the D9 or leaving people buried under the rubble. But if there were any, I do not give a shit. I'm sure people died in those houses, but it was hard to see. If anything, I feel bad that we did not destroy the whole camp. Now, this guy was for 75 hours straight inside the bulldozers. He couldn't come out because it was dangerous and things were exploding around him. He was very safe inside the bulldozers, just taking down house after house after house. when he was asked how he did it, he said that he had a bottle of whiskey with him in the booth of the D9, and he just was drunk the entire time, and he wasn't wearing anything. He just needed a towel, he said, not wearing anything. So can you imagine this naked guy with a towel, very, very drunk on whiskey, taking down houses for 75 hours straight. So this is from, I apologize for this, this is from a soldier's blog. So you see the kind of artistic creation that was created in response to that massacre. But one of the things that happened after 2002 is Israel decided to use unmanned bulldozers, and this is what they use now. In the latest incursion into the two latest incursions into Gaza, they used a tremendous number of these D9s just going in as a line of unmanned bulldozers, remote controlled. They're not autonomous; they're remote controlled, destroying the houses.